Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the first video of yet another tutorial channel. So, in this video, we're going to discuss on a topic, very important topic, a nation-changing topic, very acknowledged topic all around the globe, being discussed right now among the most important people of the country, generals, presidents, prime ministers. .dll files. Right. What are DLL files? You may have bumped into one or two DLL files when in your computering history, and if you haven't, do you really call yourself a computer? You shouldn't. Yeah. So what are DLL files? DLL files are the dynamic link libraries. They are like exe files, but they are not directly executable. They are similar to now if you are familiar to the Linux or Unix operating systems, then you may know something about .so files, and I am mentioning this because the DLLs are similar to the .so files. DLL files are Microsoft's implementation of shared libraries. Now, if you are not familiar with Linux or Unix, it is fine, because nobody knows about that crap except me, probably. Yeah. So real files are so much like an exe file, and the file format itself is the same. How are they same? Both exe and DLLs are based on the portable executable file format, PE file format, that is to say. DLL can also contain COM components and .NET libraries. Now let's talk more about what does a DLL contain. A DLL may contain functions, classes, variables, UIs, and resources. What resources? Resources such as icons, images, files. Basically something that an exe or other DLL uses. Now, an operating system, virtually any operating system, from the modern day computer to the old Windows XP, Windows 2000, Windows 98 operating system, there are two types of libraries: static libraries and dynamic libraries. In Windows, the file extensions are static libraries that are .lib files and dynamic libraries that are .dll files. What is the main difference between the static libraries and the DLL libraries? The main difference is that the static libraries are linked to the executable at a compile time, whereas dynamic linked libraries are not linked until runtime. Don't get too deep into this. It is a whole altogether a new topic. Right. Let's talk more on static and dynamic libraries. You don't normally see static libraries on your computer because static libraries is embedded directly inside of a module of an exe or DLL. However, a dynamic library is a standalone file. That is, it is present alone, odd one out, but you could say that. A DLL can be changed at any time and is only loaded at runtime when an exe explicitly loads the DLL. What does that mean? That means that the DLL can be changed whenever you wish for it to be changed, and it is only in use when an exe file, that is an application, loads the DLL. What does that mean? What is this exe file? Let's take the most wide-known example of a game. Let's talk about the DLLs used in a game. Well, a Steam-based game uses the Steam API DLL, and a Ubisoft game uses the Uplay. The Uplay R3D loaded on DLL. Now, these DLL are only in use when we run the game, when we actually double-click the icon and run the game. When we use the game, only then these DLL are in function. Whereas the static libraries, they are used at all the times. Right. We can compare DLL to the RAM. RAM is used according to the applications we are running at the moment. However, ROM is present every time. Good example. I'm a good example. So I give good examples. Yeah, I should do that. I should give more examples like these. It helps. Examples help. Example helps in understanding something. Now, loading a DLL. A program loads a DLL at a startup via the Win32 API load library, or when it is a dependency of another DLL. Let's not talk about the dependency of another DLL. A program uses the getProc, that is getProc addresses to load a function, or load resource to load a resource. Now I talked about this, right? It loads the DLL. Simple. When the application is when we run application, it loads the DLL. End of the story. Let's not talk about the dependency of another DLL. Now, where are the DLLs located in the computer? Now let's open the computer. Let's go to the primary storage, primary disk partition, which is usually the C drive. Open it. Go to Windows. Scroll down. System32. System32, the library of all the DLL files. Now, you cannot see DLL files right now, right? But trust me, there are a lot of DLL files here. A lot of DLL files. 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 Lot of DLL files. Yup. Right? Now, the DLL files here are stored, and the computer links the application, the exe application links the startup to the system32, and it searches for a particular DLL. Now, it may not do that. It may just let's just take an example. I have a hard disk right here, and I have a game called Watch Dogs. Very nice game. Watch Dogs. Let's open the bin, and here we can see some DLLs. Now, in a Ubisoft based game, the uplay underscore r164.dll and the uplay underscore r1 underscore loader 64.dll are the most important DLL. Without these two DLL, all of these DLL are a fail. We need these two DLL to run a Watch Dogs game, or it will just open uplay and we will have to buy the game. We will have to purchase the game. So basically, these two DLL files are a crack. Now, let's go to the Steam-based game. I have this game with Shadow of Mordor. Another very nice game. Now, this game runs by the Steam underscore rp64.dll. Without this DLL, all of this data is of no use. Absolutely no use. Because it will open up Steam and we will have to purchase the game. The crack of Steam files. Now, there are more D3D compiler and Microsoft Visual DLL files, MSVCP 100.dll, MSVCR 100.dll, and MSVCU.dll, etc. etc. Now, let's talk about how to download a DLL. How to download a DLL and how to replace a DLL. Now, people ask me what is the best site to download a DLL. I would probably say DLL File Fixer, unless and until you are willing to pay. Now, kind of sounds absurd, right? Someone paying to get an application extension. So yeah, I don't use DLL File Fixer. Let's search some DLL. Let's just search MSVCP 100.dll. Now, let's go to, I usually use the DLLB.com. Trusted. I trust it. No corrupted files, no virus, and it works. And free, yeah, free. It gives us a zip file, a WinRAR file. Now, don't ask me what is a WinRAR file, because if you are watching this video, you should have basic knowledge. Like, you should know what is uTorrent, you should know what is an ISO file, you should know what is Power ISO, Magic ISO, etc. Now, let's complete the captcha. Oh, incorrect. No, I'm not a robot. Trust me, humans make mistake. VYHE. Yup. Now it will give us a MSVCP file. Let's open it, and it will contain our DLL. Just ignore this .txt file, and we need to extract it somewhere. Let's just extract it to the desktop. and here we go, we have the MSVCP file. Let's copy this file, and now if we keep this file here, it is of no use. The application, the .exe file, does not link it to some other folder. That is, if we keep it into some other folder, it will not work. It only links itself to the system32 and searches for the DLL there, or in the directory of the application, that is the game directory or the application directory. Let's just copy this, or copy it already. Let's just go to the system32 and paste it. Now if you have a corrupted DLL file, you should replay and if you know that you have a corrupted DLL file and you are downloading it to replace the corrupted DLL file with the original working DLL file, you should just click on copy and replace, and the DLL will work. But if you do not have the DLL, this error should not come up, because there won't be a file with the same name in this location. So I already have a good working copy of the Visual C++ file, the MSVCP 100.dll, so I will just not copy it. So that is how you download a DLL and make it work. So in this video, now you know what is a DLL, how does a DLL work, and how does an application runs via a DLL. So yep, thanks for watching the video. Click the subscribe button for more such tutorials. Well, this wasn't really a tutorial, but yeah, you get the idea. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you found it useful, and I would love your feedbacks in the comments. Well, I'm out.